Alright, so I just want to start with saying that I've spent nearly 50 hours this week playing this game, and in doing so, I've completed 100% of the game and have done everything the game has to offer. I know this game inside and out and would love to help anyone with questions involving this game. So this is going to be my honest review on everything this game has to offer. And just as a disclaimer, I'm not hating on the games or developers I review, unless I specifically say so. It's just ideas how I think the game could be a tiny bit better. But enough with that, and on with Slime Rancher. When you wake up on your first day on the ranch, you are quickly prompted with a tutorial on how to play the game. Most tutorials take forever and have you waiting for 10 and sometimes up to 30 minutes to get into the game. But Slime Rancher's quick tutorial tells you the basic fundamentals and sends you on your way to explore. I think a lot more games that are single player driven should have tutorials like this, to throw you into the game to figure out by yourself. I could go on with how to play the game and get started for all the new players, but this is how I feel about the game, not how to play it. If you guys want any tutorials on how to get started, how to maximize your currency income, or need help finishing the game, feel free to tell me in the comments below, and I'd be glad to make a video step by step on what you need. Slime Rancher did something very unique with their story. You take over the ranch and begin your own adventure on being a rancher. But the more you progress and develop the characters is partly based on how much you adventure and look for the minor things. There are these little journals all over the map left by Hobson Twilgers. The more you obtain, the more you learn about the previous owner. Sometimes it's tips on how to run the ranch, sometimes a story of his life, and sometimes a useless little note to leave you with a little giggle. The other way you get story updates is through the star mail. At the beginning, I was reading every email head to toe to learn as much from the story as I can. But the amounts of emails you obtain and how long they are as well, I sort of grew bored of it and I felt like I was reading more than I was playing the actual game. With a fair amount of players in this game being preteen to teenagers, not a lot of them would enjoy having to read to learn about the story. And frankly, neither did I. Maybe I'm lazy or other games spoiled me, but I would have loved for the developers to add the text-to-speech function so that I can mindlessly hear about the story and get lost in the Slime Rancher universe. With it being open world, most games still place you on a path that you have to follow, unlocking everything in order in which it comes. With Slime Rancher, you get to choose your own path, where you want to explore. Ultimately, you end up in the same spot, but you get to experience the game the way you want, and that's what I love about it. I want an open world game that feels like I can do what I want. Every zone is unique, both with the slimes that live within it and the environment around them, each with beautiful artwork. Being an open world game, the treasure spread across the world can literally be anywhere. There are even pods that are in places almost impossible to get. I like this because in order to get everything that the ranch has to offer, you have to find all of the pods. Most of them are just decoration. When I say most of them are decoration, that leaves some of the pods being useful to the game. But with them being useful, they're not necessary to complete the game. It just makes the game way easier, less time consuming when it comes to farming, refining, and traveling the world. This feature is great because you don't have to find the pods to finish the game. You can go find them to make it more convenient. Expanding your ranch is a huge part of the game. Making more room for your food and slimes can be troubling sometimes. The first 4 zones dedicated to expanding your farm are relatively easy to get based on only being a few thousand new bucks. It seems like a lot at the start, but when the cash starts flowing, that's just pocket change. After getting the first expansion zones, the other way you can expand is through NPCs in the game. After finishing a task for them, they ask you to help at their homes. After doing 3 more tasks for them, they allow you to use their place as a little expansion to your ranch. It makes the expansion progress a little bit more entertaining, with the minigame type tasks you have to do for them. It takes you out of the repetitive nature of just farming plorts. With exploring and farming, the basic stats you have at the beginning start to become a bit of a problem. The more days you pass through, you slowly start to unlock upgrades that can help you on your journey. The upgrades were a great addition to the game, and I love that I can't just farm and unlock all the upgrades in the beginning. It makes the game a bit more of a grind and allows you to play longer. When you come near to the final upgrades, you get the last bit of upgrades when contributing to the 7Z Rewards Club. The club gives you a lot of decoration upgrades, but sometimes leaves you with more advanced technology. It's another one of those things that you don't need, but will make your time a little easier. When it's all over and you're done collecting everything, which takes some time, you're done with the adventure mode. You can probably go onto the Reddit forums and flex on some people with your awesome ranch. But for me, I tried the new game mode, Rush. Rush was a lot of fun. You hop into the game and try to get the highest amount of noob bucks in 51 minutes. That sort of makes you panic until you realize doing tasks will increase your time and give you some golden ginger. I feel as if the achievement Rush Plort Master was way too easy to get. With me being a bit more competitive, I would love to see a global leaderboard with all the other ranchers. It would give me something even bigger to strive for over just 100%ing the game. But with all that saying, I see Slime Rancher as a very unique game and would love to see more added to it in the future. If you haven't already, go check this game out. It's fun for all ages and I feel most people could get addicted to it. There were a few things I would have changed or implemented, but I believe the developers are making the right calls. And if you enjoyed the video, please make sure to hit that like button. Subscribe if you'd like to see more and go check out my other videos. And definitely comment below on what you'd like to see next. Until next time, take care.
Working overtime, writing bangers on the nightly. I'm jotting till I'm blind, I don't take that shit lightly. The competition's wild, thinking they can never fight me, but I just rhyme blind with the rhymes that I'm writing. They've been doing shit just to spite me. I don't do this for clicks, I just hope the people like me. I know that you get pissed, cause I get up in your psyche. I think the shoe fits just as long as it's a Nike.